Hi, this is Dale Stringer with First Medicare Advisors. Welcome to my office. In this video, we're going to be talking about finding your personal best Medicare Part D prescription drug plan. There are two areas that most retirees are overpaying, and I would say 90% are overpaying for their Medicare prescription drug plan. In a moment, I'm going online and show you how to use the Medicare Drug Plan Finder. I will walk you through it step by step. It's very easy to use, so please stay tuned for that. Secondly, I'm going to be giving you 2017 dollar amounts and costs to illustrate points. Please be advised that these will be changing annually. But what you need to know about Part D, and that is Part D coverage, you must sign up for it separately. Now, when you sign up for it, you absolutely should sign up for Medicare Part D, think drug, when you enroll in Medicare Part B, think doctor. Do not wait even if you don't take any prescription drugs right now. If you wait until later to sign up, you'll be charged extra on your premium for every month that you waited. The amount of that premium penalty changes every year. In 2017, you'll be charged 1% of $35.63 for every month you were late in starting Plan D. So if you waited for 2 years, the extra charge would be 24% of $35.63, or about $9 extra per month. So the only way to avoid this penalty without signing up for Part D is having equivalent drug coverage called Creditable coverage from another source, such as a group health insurance plan through your employer. Your plan administrator can tell you whether your plan is equivalent or not. By the way, COBRA does not count for Creditable coverage. It's not considered an employer-type plan. Let's talk about what you'll pay for Part D. The average Part D plan costs about $35 per month, but the prices can vary. In general, if you buy a plan with a higher premium, you'll pay less out of your own pocket when you use the plan. Personally, I would recommend a higher priced drug plan. This is not an area to cheap out on. Now, if your 2015 income was above $85,000 for a single person or $170,000 for a married couple filing jointly, you'll be charged a little bit extra premium for your Part D drug plan in 2017. Now, in 2017, the maximum allowable deductible for the Part D plan is $400, though many plans have lowered or even do not have any deductibles. And the plans also charge varying amounts for the prescriptions. Sometimes they charge a flat dollar copay, and sometimes they charge a percentage of the cost of the prescription called a co-insurance payment. Now, most plans sort out your drugs into 5 different tiers, with the drugs in the lower tiers costing you less. Now, let's discuss the 3 coverage phases for Part D. Now, please think of your Part D coverage year as divided into 3 phases that come in order. Now, if you don't take a lot of costly drugs, you'll probably never get out of the first phase. Now, phase 1 is called the initial phase. In 2017, you'll pay an average of 25% of the cost of your medications until you and Medicare together have spent $3,700. But that's only about an average. Your personal share of expenses should be different depending upon whether your plan has a deductible, how many drugs you take, and how much your drugs cost. Now, the second phase is called the donut hole. Now, when you and your Part D plan together have spent $3,700 on drugs, you'll enter into this phase, also called the coverage gap. While in the donut hole, you must pay the larger share of your drug cost yourself. In 2017, you'll pay 50% of the cost of brand name drugs and 51% of the cost of generics. Now, one part of the Affordable Care Act created a schedule for closing the donut hole. It is about half closed now and will be totally eliminated as of 2020. Then there will be only 2 coverage phases in a year. Now, phase 3 is known as a catastrophic coverage. When your total cost of your brand name drugs and your share of the cost of generic drugs together total up to $7,425 for the year, you will exit the donut hole and enter into the catastrophic coverage period. Now, with the catastrophic coverage, you will only pay 5% of the cost of your drugs until the end of the year. Now, how do you go about choosing a good Part D plan? Depending upon where you live, You might have dozens of private plans to choose from with different premiums. You'll have different co-payments, levels of coverage, including which drugs are covered. Now, choosing the plan that's right for you can save you thousands of dollars per year in premiums and out-of-pocket expenses. It pays to review your Part D coverage every year at the annual enrollment period, especially if you started taking new drugs. Now, let me show you how to use the Plan Finder on Medicare's website, medicare.gov. Okay, the first place you want to start is at medicare.gov. So I bring up the internet here, type in medicare.gov. Now on the home page, what we'll do is we'll scroll down and check here where it says Find Health and Drug Plan. Now what you want to do here is follow up the screen instructions carefully and you'll be okay. Now if you mess up, you can always start over. So the first thing we'll do here is enter our zip code. Make up a zip code here. 75126. Now before starting this step, make sure that you have an up-to-date list and the names of your drugs and the monthly dosages because you'll be asked to provide this information. So next thing we'll do here is check Find Plans. Here we'll choose Kaufman County. Hit Continue. We'll have some questions that we'll need to answer. Now each one of these will be appropriate to your particular situation, so I'm using this as an illustration. How do you get your Medicare coverage? I'll just use the original Medicare, and I also have a Medigap policy, better known as a Medicare Supplement Plan. Most popular plan, in my opinion, is, and the best one is a Plan G. And then it'll ask how much your monthly premium is. So just for talking purposes, we'll say $100. Now, then it'll ask you a question, do you get help from Medicare or your state to pay your Medicare prescription drug costs? And then answer this question appropriate to you. I'm going to click down here. I don't get any extra help. Now, we filled out the information. It says continue to plan results. Now, step 2 will be to enter in your drugs. Now this step it can be a little tedious if you take a lot of drugs, but if you take it slow, you'll see clearly how to use it. And when you're done, you'll be allowed to save your drug list, and you'll need that for later reference. Do this because you're going to need to come back to it when you call medicare.gov later on. Okay, let's type in a drug here. For example, let's say lisinopril, which is a blood pressure medication, Lisinoprile, and you'll see that it populates. Let's just say that you take a tablet of 20 milligrams. You get a monthly supply of 30. So you take it once a month, and you can get your medicine from either retail pharmacy or mail order pharmacy. Most of the time folks get it from mail order. So add the drug. Now if you don't take any regular medications, you can also skip this particular area, but once you click it in there, you'll see that it will populate the drug list right here. Now, one thing that's very important is because you'll be coming back to this, you'll want to refer back to your drug list at some time in the future when you're talking to Medicare.gov. Remember and write down this drug list ID number. Let me highlight it here for you. Write that down and put it someplace where it's safe. Okay. Now that your drug list is complete, let's go ahead and click the next one. Next thing it will ask you to do is select your pharmacies. This is a rural zip code, so there's not quite as many pharmacies. What I would suggest you do, for example, here's Walmart. Add that. And just for comparison shopping, let's say CVS as a second pharmacy that you want to compare. Once you've completed that information, down here at the bottom it says continue to plan results. Okay, now that we're here at refining our plan results, you've got 2 or 3 different options here that you can choose. I like to choose the one that's got the most results, so we'll choose prescription drug plans, and then it says continue down here to plan results. Now the plan results, the first thing you'll see is your current plan, which is original Medicare. And then below that, you'll see compare plans. Here you've got Humana Walmart RX plan, WellCare. There's all 23 of them. Actually, let's see, I don't think that it shows all of them. Yes, this does show all of them. So we come back up here at the top. Now the plans are automatically sorted in order of annual cost to you based on your drug list and the pharmacies that you choose. The cost will include your premium, your out-of-pocket cost for the drugs that you take, or if you don't take any drugs, you'll see the average cost for plan members. Now, if you click on an individual plan name, it will give you access to the details about the plan. You'll be able to see which tier of coverage that your drugs are in, exactly how much they'll cost you every month at the end of the year for each pharmacy that you choose. So let's just say here, let's pick SilverScript. And you can see the cost as of today, what it would cost to mail order, your annual premium, your deductible, your co-pays, and also look at your star rating. Now, one of the things that's important is, as you can see, there are different star ratings, 3, 2.5. Each plan has a star rating, with 5 stars being the best. The star ratings are based on factors such as customer service, how well and promptly the plan handles coverage appeals, and how many members have complained about the particular plan. There's SilverScript's got 4 stars, Humana 3. Let's see here, we have a 5-star. No, in this particular zip code, there's one's plan is too new to be measured. Then if you want to, you can go down here and you can compare plans and they give you an estimate of what you'll pay and everything like that. A lot of detail here, so you take a little time and go through and see which plan fits your particular situation the best. Now, I hope you found the plan finder helpful. Also, if you have limited financial means, you may qualify for extra help from Medicare to pay for your Part D premiums and out-of-pocket drug costs. The financial and asset limits for 2017 are as follows. You must have an annual income of less than $17,820 and financial resources, not counting your primary home, of less than $13,640. Now, if you're married, couples must have incomes of less than $24,000 and resources of less than $27,250. Once you have completed the plan finder, then you'll need to speak to a drug plan representative at Medicare. Be sure to have your drug plan ID number handy when you call. Now you can call them at 1-800-633-4227 and they're available 24/7 and they can help you choose the best possible plan based on your personal drug formulary. Now, what's next? Get in touch with me so that we can go over those options that are available in your area. Why is that important? Because they're all different in every zip code in America. What we'll do is we'll shop all the plans for you in an independent way so that we're not simply recommending any one particular company. We're showing you the whole list of companies. Then you'll understand the difference between the different plans and how Medicare actually works. If you want more details or just have a question about Medicare, especially Part D prescription drug coverage, feel free to contact us. And please don't worry about getting a sales pitch. We hate them as much as you do. There's 3 ways to contact us. Number 1, you can send us an anonymous email if you want to at info@firstmedicareadvisors.com and ask your question. Secondly, you can call our 24-hour recorded hotline at 1-800-958-8171. If you would, just please tell us your first name and then record your question. And finally, for a quicker response, for a free, unbiased answer, or to start the enrollment process, you can give us a call at our office directly at 1-800-825-2919. And yes, we do answer our phones. Thank you so much for watching our video. It's greatly appreciated. Again, if you have any questions or want more details, feel free to give us a call at your convenience. You will not regret it. And thank you very much.